What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got some more news coming from the Digimon TCG. Some of this is concrete, some of this is not concrete. All of this is very, very exciting. So what we've got first, and this really is, the bigger story, so kind of need to start here. EX3 Dragon's Roar has been confirmed to be released on the 29th of July of this year. Now, obviously at this stage you need to bear in mind that we've not had an official reveal. What we've had is, well, honestly, a very reliable leak. This is brought to us by the lovely folks at Ensan Gaming, who don't share this information unless it's legit. And incidentally, they're not the only people that have shared it, and the information checks out between places, so this is pretty gosh darn good. Now, what we know is it's called Dragon's Roar, and it's coming out on the 29th of July, and I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, come on. It's called Dragon's Roar. It's hard at this stage to really try and figure out exactly what that means, because within the canon of Digimon, even I know that could be like a billion different things. However, it is interesting to note that this is a release date for Digimon Survive, which basically makes this like one of the best days of the year. Although actually, now that I look at it, I think Digimon Survive is actually the 28th of July, the day before this. No, wait, it's Japan on July the 28th and worldwide on July the 29th. Either way, this is going to be a good couple of days for Digimon fans. Digimon Survive, like every time I hear about that, it just sounds like the best game ever. So yeah, that I'm a little bit excited about. And then, of course, we've got this new set. Oh, this looks good, ladies and gentlemen. This looks good. So what we can really do here is take a look at this, and this tells us stuff about the EX sets as a whole. Because if we take a little bit of a look at EX1, that was released on July the 30th, 2021, which you might notice is basically the same day. Okay, it's a day out, but obviously, it's all a little bit weird with years and stuff. This was released on Friday, July the 30th, that is EX1. EX3 is being released on July the 29th, which is a Friday. They are exactly a year apart. Again, sets release on Fridays, right? So this is a year apart. Exactly a year apart. Is that enough to make a pattern? And look, we're only talking 2 years, so let's be a little bit careful with this. But that is extremely telling to me that they have, and look, the people who work for Bandai, they know the release dates, I would say, even better than I do. They know they're releasing it basically a year to the day after EX1. That, I don't think, is going to be a bit of a coincidence. Of course, Digital Hazard came out on December the 24th, which is kind of, it's a bit weird. It's 5 months from EX1 to 2, and then 7 months from 2 to 3. But I am really looking forward to Christmas this year. Partly because Christmas is awesome, and partly because if we have a release on December the 23rd of EX4, then as far as I'm concerned, that's all we need to know, that Digimon are laying down their gauntlet in terms of release dates. It would be the 23rd because that is the Friday. If we get a set on, EX4 on December the 23rd, then that tells us essentially last Friday in July, and almost last Friday in December, every year. And that's when the EX sets are coming. That is not a guarantee. This could just be a coincidence, but I still find this incredibly exciting. Now, the other piece of concrete information we have here is the rarity breakdown, which is 28 common, 20 uncommon, 18 rare, 8 super rare, and 2 secret rare, which is actually slightly different. If we look at the first 2 EX sets, they had 26 common, 2 fewer, and then the secret rares, there was 1 in EX1, 2 in EX2, 2 in EX3. So I think it's fair to say at this stage that EX1 was probably an anomaly, and we're going to get 2 secret rares in each of these sets moving forward. So it's a bit weird. Do we get 2 extra commons? Why do we get 2 extra commons? I don't know. If I'm honest with you, I have no idea why we get 2 extra commons, but we do. There are 2 more commons here than we would otherwise be expecting. but it kind of fits. Of course, that brings us 76 cards, which means nominally we've gone from 73 to 74 to 76. But this is standard. It's smaller than a regular set, which comes in around about 112. So once again, we got a smaller set, releasing at roughly 6-month intervals, although I know it's really 5 and 7. And this looks kind of fun. Obviously, EX1 was very themed. EX2, not quite as themed. EX3, Dragon's Fort Raw, we'll have to wait and see. But for me, this seems to be telling us quite clearly we're getting 2 EX sets a year. And as someone who just likes talking about new Digimon cards and collecting new Digimon cards, yeah, this is A-OK by me. Now, the other piece of news we've had today, I say we've had today, you know, it's kind of come out, is to do with some cool Japanese stuff, and it's something that's gone up on Premium Bandai. Why should you care, incidentally? We've seen this a bunch of times. What happens is it goes up on Premium Bandai over in Japan, and then it goes up on Premium Bandai in the US, and then it's made available in game stores in Europe, etc. So, yes, it is absolutely possible that this never appears, but come on, we've seen this, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen this over and over again. What we tend to see a lot is that this is released, Premium Bandai in Japan, Premium Bandai in the US, and then game stores over here. That's just the way it works. So this is Tamer Set 5, must be reserved by Thursday, June the 2nd, and what we've got is X-Antibody stuff. We've got a playmat, and we've got some sleeves. And the sleeves are the X-Antibody symbol, which is really rather cool, and then we've got the mat, which might look a little bit familiar. Because if you head on over to BT6, I want to say, that is your double diamond, you will notice that this is the artwork of Alphamon, and it is the artwork of Omnimon, and if you put those two cards together, what do you get? Basically this. Honestly, it starts looking an awful lot like this. Although actually I should mention it's the Omnimon X antibody that came around in BT5, so the Alphamon's BT6 and the Omnimon is BT5. But, you know, thematically, I'm told that these cards work together pretty nicely, that they kind of fit on playmats like this. And then you've got your X antibody sleeves. This is pretty gosh darn cool, honestly. So if you're into X antibody, this is nice. Now they do give you 60 sleeves, which I've long said is something I am a rather big fan of, because we play with 50 card decks. And obviously here, if you have 50 sleeves and you break one, and some of the Digimon sleeves do come as a set of 50, and this makes me really sad. If they come as a set of 50 and you break one, that's it. The sleeves are garbage. You've got to re-sleeve your whole deck. Whereas if you have 60, then the sleeves aren't useless until you've broken 11. And quite frankly, right, if you have, you know, if you've broken 11 sleeves, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Hang it up. Those sleeves are done. By now, we've had a bunch of different sleeves and playmats. This is one that I'm not going to be rushing to go and buy because I've got so many sleeves and playmats. I don't need more. But this is one of those ones where it's going up on Premium Bandai. You can buy it, you can ignore it. It really doesn't matter. The point is, it's out there, and if you're a fan of X Antibody, this is really rather cool. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some news about EX3, which is pretty gosh darn big and pretty gosh darn exciting. And some news about a new Tamer set, which is, if I'm honest with you, less big and less exciting. But that doesn't mean it's not cool, and it doesn't mean we shouldn't have had a chat about it. But now it's over to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you think about EX3. I want to know what you think Dragon's Roar could mean. There are a billion different ways it could go, but if you've got any predictions for me, I would love to hear them. Get them down there in the comment section. And then, of course, you know, do let me know what you think about this new Tamer set. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.